Hey folks, David Zublick here with your Dark Outpost morning news update. Criminals are now being paid in San Francisco not to kill each other. Yeah, you heard me correctly. We'll give you that story in just a moment. But first, are you dealing with autism in your family? Do you have a child or know of a child who is dealing with autism? Parents that are looking for some answers. It's back to school time, folks. A lot of kids are going back to school now, and many kids, autism seems to be, exploding. I think due to the proliferation of the vaccines, but it could be for any number of different reasons. There is a major medical breakthrough out now, right now, for autism relief. And I think you're going to find this information very interesting. All I want to do is to get you some free information about this major medical breakthrough. But before we do that, I want you to hear from a mom who has a child with autism and how this major medical breakthrough helped her. Check this out.
Hi, I'm Andrea Boyd, and I'm the mother of a 4.5-year-old who was diagnosed with high-functioning autism when he was 2 years old. So for the last 2.5 years, we've been in and out of different therapies that have been trying to get him past certain hurdles that he's trying to get over. A couple of those hurdles are things like speech and social skills and learning how to play with others, learning how to ask for things that he wants to ask for, needs, and just various day-to-day type of living like normal people would live who don't suffer from autism. And the therapies in the past have worked. We've done a lot of speech therapy, we've done behavioral therapy, we're still doing all of those things. But the one thing that I have noticed though is within the last couple of months or so, he's really skyrocketed in terms of how he has progressed from the way he used to be to now being more like a normal 4.5-year-old child could be. And the one thing that I have seen that's been different is that we have been having him on the Protandim for the last 6 or 8 weeks. And one of the biggest things that I am really appreciative about this and that I've noticed is that his level of I guess you can call it his progression over the last 8 weeks has been far greater in any 8-week given period that I can remember from any other therapies that we've ever tried in the past, including the speech therapy and the behavior and social skills therapy. Just putting him on that Protandim for the last couple months or so has really made a huge impact on him. I've seen him want to initiate play with other kids. I've seen him come up to me and ask questions and ask for things that he wants, and he's starting to talk in complete sentences when he's never done that before. And it's just amazing to me because I've never seen a progression that fast in him in anything that we've ever done before in any of his therapies. And so my second son also is going to be in speech therapy as well, and I'm anxious to get him started on the Protandim as well because I think that he's going to have similar results because it's just been absolutely amazing for him and for me as a mom to see him going through that process and for the last few years and being able to behave and to react and to communicate the way he's communicating is just amazing to me, and I'm so thankful to Dr. Day for showing me the Protandim, and we're lifelong addicts now.
Yeah, look, folks, if you have kids or you have grandkids or you know of someone with kids that have autism, dealing with an autistic child, this is major information. All I want to do is to get this information into your hands, no obligation. I'd like you to call my good friend Paulette Britt at 704-579-0028. 704-579-0028. She will send this information out to you, either via email or snail mail, however you want it. And then you can take a look at it for yourself and see how this might be able to benefit you or someone you know that has an autistic child. Okay, so please, even for adult autism, but we're talking mainly kids here right now. You know the heartbreak of dealing with an autistic child. Let's help bring some relief if we can, and maybe some real help. 704-579-0028. This breakthrough is not designed to diagnose, treat any particular illness, but this is something that people have had, medical doctors have told me personally, that they have had dramatic success using this breakthrough with autistic children. So please call my friend Paulette Britt, 704-579-0028. All right, well, thank you very much for that. Now, I got to Nancy Pelosi's San Francisco is going to begin paying dangerous criminals bags of cash as an incentive to not shoot each other. Now, you heard me right. The program, which is sponsored by the Dreamkeeper Fellowship, will pay 10 people who are at high risk of being on either end of a shooting $300 a month to end their violent crime spree. The Dreamkeeper initiative is part of San Francisco Democrat Mayor London Breed's plan to divert $120 million away from police to projects aimed solely at the city's Black population. Cheryl Davis, executive director of the Human Rights Commission, told Newsweek, quote, "These small investments can transform the lives of individuals, but they can also transform communities." Breitbart is reporting that in August, Mayor Breed said she believes the program will cut down on violent crime in the city, which has skyrocketed this year. According to Fox News, there have been 119 recorded gun crime victims in the first 6 months of 2021, which is double the number during the same time frame in 2020. In 2020, homicides rose 35%. Richmond, California reportedly instituted a similar program, which the media called Cash for Criminals. A 2019 study concluded that the program helped reduce gun homicides in the city by 55%. California also recently decided to throw money at its drug problem by paying people to stay sober, something Governor Newsom called contingency management. He asked the federal government for permission to use tax dollars to pay for it through Medicaid. And while research shows payment is effective in keeping people sober during the program, the effect doesn't last long past 6 months after the treatment concludes. Okay, what else? Oh, animals in the Detroit Zoo are now being vaccinated against COVID. Yes, gorillas, lions, tigers, and chimpanzees, oh my, will be among the first to get vaccinated with a specially designed animal-specific jab at the Detroit Zoological Society. According to Dr. Ann Duncan, Director of Animal Health for the DZS, it is much like we vaccinate dogs for things like parvovirus, distemper, or rabies that is needed to protect animals at the zoo. What do you think about that idea? Vaccinating animals for COVID. Well, I don't know. Better the animals than humans. I don't want any human getting this vaccine. That's just my opinion for what it's worth. All right. Join me today at 12 noon Eastern Time for Dark Outpost. We got a great lineup of guests coming up for you. We're scheduled to have Jesse Sabota of IlluminateTheDarkness.com. We're going to be talking about Craig Sawyer, founder of Veterans for Child Rescue, an organization that has made him basically a hero for saving child sex trafficking victims. Did you know that he's now being hunted down by the United States Border Patrol, accused of the same crimes that he's been lauded for protecting kids from? Why is the hunter now becoming the hunted? We'll talk with Jesse Sabota about that. And then Michelle Stefanik will join us with a major bit of information, some major intel about the attacks of 9/11. Folks, you are not going to want to miss this. This is coming up today at high noon, Thursday, September the 2nd, 2021. Please join us at high noon today for Dark Outpost. Thank you.